The 89 team builders have been released in Hockey Ultimate Team. We're going to break down all of the latest team builder items, as well as a whole slew of Frozen Forces event cards, some 87 overall play of the year items, and this week's weekly modes update player featuring an 85 overall Jeff Skinner. But we have to start with the new team builders. The 89 overall men's team builder release has dropped, featuring the 89 Niklas Hjalmarsson, Chris Letang, Shane Doan, Nicholas Backstrom, and Marian Hossa. So let's go through those 89 overall team builders, starting first with the 89 Marian Hossa at 6'1", 207. The left-handed winger's got two-way forward as well as pinpoint shooting boost, silver make it snappy, and gold unstoppable force. He's got great skating at 92 speed, 92 acceleration, 90 agility and balance, and with two-way forward activated, gets up to 89 endurance. His slap shot is 86 and 88 for his accuracy and power, but his wrist shot is 92 and 95. And if you're able to activate pinpoint shooting boost, it gets his wrist shot accuracy up to the power at 95 overall, making him one of the better shooting cards in the game. He's got 90 defensive awareness, 90 stick checking, and great hand stats at 92 overall. So if you were looking for a left-handed winger, Marian Hossa is a fantastic option. Our right-handed defenseman drop from the release is Chris Letang at 6'2", 201. He's got two-way defenseman and pinpoint shooting boost, 91 skating across the board, speed, excel, and agility, 90 balance, and 89 endurance. His wrist shot is at 92 overall, slap shot right behind it at 87 accuracy and 90 power. Hand stats are all above 90, body checking is at 90, and defensive awareness and stick checking get up to 92 with his synergy activated. He's got silver shutdown and a gold heat seeker. This is essentially a Colton Parayko fantasy light card. A very strong option for you if you are looking for a right-handed defenseman, if you're thinking about replacing Dan Boyle, let's say. Shane Doan is our right-handed winger at 6'1", 223 with power forward and playmaking boost. He's got silver close quarters and gold-born leader, 90 speed and excel, 89 agility, 90 balance, and 86 endurance. His shot is all above 90, with his wrist shot hitting 92 and 95 for his accuracy and power. His hand stats are in the high 80s, low 90s. Body checking is 92, and he is a pure right-handed winger. In my opinion, unless you are a huge Coyotes or Jets fan, Shane Doan is definitely the worst of this release, as there is an argument to be made that Mike Gartner's 86 overall right-handed winger team builder item is better. From the Chicago Blackhawks, we've got the 89 Niklas Hjalmarsson at 6'3", 197 with defensive defenseman and agility boost. Again, the boost synergies are becoming a little bit more prevalent in the game, but still very difficult to activate them. He's got silver elite edges and gold shutdown, which is a great ability combo. 89 speed and excel, 87 agility, balance, and endurance with defensive defenseman activated. His deking is only 85, as is his offensive awareness at 86, but his body checking can get up to 95, and his defensive awareness and stick checking are in the high 90s as well, so a very good defensive defenseman card. The only knock on this card would be that if you're going to get the XP Victor Hedman, that would put this card on the second unit, and because of the cost, that's a lot of resources to have on a second pair defenseman, in my opinion. And then lastly, the 89 Nicholas Backstrom at 6'1", 202. The left-handed centerman's got playmaking forward and agility boost. He's got silver tape-to-tape and gold elite edges. 92 skating across the board for speed, acceleration, agility, and balance. 86 endurance. His shot is a little underwhelming in the mid to high 80s, but his hand stats are incredible. 95 deacon, 92 offensive awareness, 95 hand-eye, and 99 passing with playmaking forward activated to go with 95 puck control. Now, his body checking is 85, but he is a little bit on the bigger side at 6'1", 202, but his 90 face-offs makes him, in my opinion, the number one option from this release. Now, Elite Edges is interesting because if you are stacked at center, you could simply play him on the wing. And if you end up trading cards in or needing him to play center, he gives you a ton of lineup flexibility, which I think when a lot of players are only able to make one of these 89 overall team builders, I think Nicholas Backstrom is definitely the safest option. Again, I'll have a ranking video going over all of them and breaking them down in different lineup contexts, but I think that if you're rushing out, which I wouldn't recommend you doing, and you can only make one, Nicholas Backstrom would be my choice, unless you are just absolutely loaded at center. Now, with the release of the new team builders, they also added a whole slew of team building moments. And these are actually worth your time, in my opinion, as each one will give you 3 team building items. Now, it isn't a specific card or that team that is the value here. It's the fact that you will get essentially 66 player items that could go towards either an X Factor for Connor McDavid Supercharge card, or you can go and almost make 3 different icons if you are trying to get Wayne Gretzky's hologram, for example. There is a whole slew of moments here, and it will end up being about 66 player items that you could use towards those sets. So definitely something you want to grind out if you are trying to finish off Connor McDavid or a hologram. We've also got a new Frozen Forces release, highlighted by the 87 Jake Gensel and Adrian Kempe. Jake Gensel's card, quite good. At 5'11", 180, the left-handed winger's got sniper forward as well as pinpoint shooting boost. Again, the boost synergies are going to come into play. He's got 98 wrist shot accuracy if you can get pinpoint shooting boost activated. So again, because they are +3 in terms of their synergy points, this is a very good synergy to go after. Make It Snappy has just been super underwhelming in my opinion. Half the time it doesn't activate even when you take a snapshot. The 89 speed, 88 excel, 91 agility. Not great, but good. But it's that shot, if you're able to get that synergy activated, that's going to make this card quite good in my opinion. Next up, we've got the 87 Adrian Kempe at 6'2", 200 with 2-way forward and power shooting boost. At 88 speed, 87 excel, and 90 agility. He's got gold snipe, which I do think has a little bit more value this year. And then high 80 shooting, his hand stats, as well as some decent defensive attributes as well. Good, but not great. But at 6'2", 200, like I said, I think that this would be a useful card for you. Clayton Keller's Frozen Forces card is the definition of a useful card at 5'10", 178. He's got playmaking forward and gold elite edges, 92 speed, 91 excel, gets up to 95 agility, and he's able to keep all of those attributes with gold elite edges activated. His shot is in the high 80s, but his hand stats are all over 90. So if you can get a decent deal in the 86 Clayton Keller, this is a very good left-handed winger card. Connor McMichael, who's having a hell of a season for the Washington Capitals, 6'1", 180. The left-handed centerman's got 2-way forward, which does get his face-off rating up to 87, which is usable. 90 speed, 88 excel, and 91 agility to go with gold close quarters is a pretty useful ability as well. High 80 shooting, hand stats all essentially at 87 overall. So if you are looking for a Connor McMichael card, if you're a Caps fan, this is, again, another useful one. Or if you pack him on tradable, things like that, could definitely use him at center. Alexei Protas from the Washington Capitals, 6'6", 225. The left-handed centerman only has 81 face-offs, so not going to be a strong option at center for you. Gold no contest is not worth the 2 ability points. He has 86 speed and 85 excel with 88 agility and 90 balance, which is an interesting combo for someone so large. If you've just started the game around Christmas time, again, you could probably get him for the base 85 overall price, and he could probably be useful for you just simply because of his size alone. Logan Cooley's 85 at 5'10", 174, playmaking forward and gold puck on a string. 89 speed, 91 excel, 95 agility, very similar to the Clayton Keller card. His balance at 81 is pretty tough, and he is only 174 pounds, so a strong gust of wind is going to knock him off the puck. His hand stats are quite nice, over 90 overall, so again, if you're just starting out and you're looking for an impact left-handed winger, if you get him for the lowest price of 85 overalls, Logan Cooley could be pretty impactful. Tomas Hertl at 84 overall. The 6'3", 215 center, it still kills me. He is a Golden Knight, but nonetheless, 86 faceoffs will definitely play. Sniper forward helps out his lower shooting, and silver puck on a string is nice for 1 ability point, but it's not great. Hand stats are in the mid-80s, so again, nothing crazy here, but with his skating and 85 endurance and 86 faceoffs, definitely could be a depth center for players that are just starting the game. Another Sharks alumni here, the 84 Jacob Middleton at 6'3", 219, defensive defenseman and silver shutdown. Again, his skating is pretty rough at 85 speed, 84 excel, but he's got 88 balance, which is great. Just don't ever try to pull off a deke. He's got 75 deking, but the body checking at 90, 89 defensive awareness and 90 stick checking with silver shutdown. Again, for any player that is just starting out the game around Christmas time, definitely could be usable for you until you start getting some more impact players. And then finally, some 83 overalls that aren't goaltenders. We've got the 83 Matt Grzelcyk. This is a pure theme team item in my opinion, but again, it could be a card that'll actually allow you to complete objectives. And Brett Kulak from the Edmonton Oilers with defensive defenseman. Does have 87 speed, 86 excel, and 88 agility, so that's not nothing. His defensive awareness is pretty rough, though. That's, you never want to rely on trying to intercept the pass with 84 defensive awareness at this stage of the game. Now, the Frozen Forces sets did come with the Daily Gifts set, and this has been a very, very popular addition to the game. Essentially, if you go to the store, there will be a free pack that will give you 5 Frozen Forces collectibles. Now, it looks like what we're getting is the same type of player. Yesterday, it appeared that we were getting 2 gold jerseys, which is obviously not worth doing. However, today is an 83 overall team builder, so even if you're not working towards team builders, I would definitely recommend doing it for this because the value of that is pretty crazy. So make sure that you do this set to get your 83 overall team builder item completely free by just going to the store and getting your collectibles. Definitely worth doing today. Now, our weekly modes update player item features an 85 overall account-bound Jeff Skinner. So again, this player will not be able to be used in future sets. He has to be used in your lineup. So by completing the various objectives with Edmonton Oilers player items, again, if you complete a set, you will get 1 random base Oilers player item so that you can start doing this. It will net you the 85 overall Jeff Skinner. And if you are newer to the game, if you've just picked it up, this Jeff Skinner card is actually one of the ones we're doing, in my opinion. 90 speed, 88 excel, and 90 agility. The only downfall is he's got 80 endurance, which means that after 1 rush, he'll be exhausted. But again, if you've just first started the game, you'll get 90 shooting with Sniper Forward activated. Definitely a card worth going after if he will make your lineup. Again, if you just started the game, definitely one I would grab. And then lastly, we've got the 87 Plays of the Year, highlighting some Spinorama goals. The Nazem Kadri one was absolutely insane. And to be honest, this isn't a terrible card. You are going to have to buy him on the auction house. There's no way to make him. He's got 2-way forward, which gives him 86 face-off rating, as well as 88 speed and excel, 92 agility, and good balance and endurance at 87 overall. His shot is in the high 80s. His hand stats, deking's at 93, which is great. Body checking's at 88. Spinorama is not one I would activate for the 2 ability point cost, but again, I think that if you're building a Flames theme team or you're just looking for another center you can use, this is a pretty good one. Doug Gilmour gets a Spinorama Play of the Year card. He's got playmaking forward and at 89 speed, 88 excel, 92 agility. Not a bad Doug Gilmour card. Also comes with 89 faceoffs and good hand stats. So if you're building a Leafs theme team, this could be pretty nasty for you. Dennis Savard, the right-handed centerman's got playmaking forward, 90 speed, 87 excel, and 98 agility. If you find this card going for the bare minimum of 87 overalls, give him a shot. When you see cards with insane agility, it allows you to make cuts left and right way faster than the rest of the card pool right now because we're so early on in the year. You see that a lot with cards like the junior Michael Misa card had really crazy agility. So again, give him a shot if you see this card on the auction house for a decent price. Again, I would go as low, whatever 87s are going for. If you see him for roughly the same price, give him a shot. And then finally, the 87 Patrick Elias at 6'1", 195 with Sniper Forward. Gives him a great wrist shot at 91 accuracy, 94 power, 89 speed, 88 excel, 91 agility. But balance at 81 is tough. Balance is an important stat. Helps people not get knocked off the puck. And with body checking stats getting into the 90s, it's going to be awfully tough to hold on to the puck. However, his hand stats are very good, all over 90. Lastly, I have to highlight the 94 Travis Sanheim. Now the highest rated card in the game. 91 speed, 90 excel, 97 agility and balance. This thing is an absolute weapon. Maxed out defensive awareness and stick checking. Heat Seeker, shut down an ice pack. Just an absolutely crazy card. And clearly the odds on first to hit, 99. So just an absolutely wild card. Fabian Zetterlund also up to 89. Gets a skating increase up to 87 speed, 86 excel, 91 agility, 93 balance. Like I mentioned when this card came out and throughout all the upgrades from him. He's a very good card. He will hit 99, but it's going to take probably the whole season or close to it. And because his skating started out so low, he's not going to be a really flashy card unless he has a hat trick in the next game or so. So that'll do it for today's content. Let me know what you think in the comments section down below, and I will have a Team Builders ranking video for everyone. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one.